say they're going to do something, they do it. And that's all you can ask. Because a lot of people, and I've done a lot of TV over the course of the year. I worked for Hard Copy, Inside Edition, The Current Affair. I used to do the talk shows. Yeah. And I've heard so many producers tell me what they're going to do. Now, that's no reflection on you.
Yeah.
But they call them producers up there because they're in control of everything, too.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then they don't do it. They don't do it. And I don't mind people that don't do things for me, but please, don't tell me somebody that you're gonna, and then don't. And these people here have always been so supportive of everything that we did. Although I did go out on a karaoke one night with them, and I cursed. And I dropped the F word. And
that's all right.
I think they got bummed out because they haven't said, hey, we're going out to this karaoke again. But it was funny, and it was very fitting where I said it, and it was a total adult crowd.
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily we're not FCC regulated, so whether
those words slip out, you can't get in trouble. So
yeah, but
we don't advise it. But if it happens, it happens.
It happens.
But that word was very apropos in that statement that I made. That. So in my defense, I won't even say it now. I'm not kidding, because I want to be look, this isn't a family show.
Yep.
Catch 'em Cheatin' show is not a family show.
Nope,
because it's a very disturbing subject. But I will say this. You take negatives and you make it into a positive.
Right.
It's a big world out there. You still have a lot of time to go forward and achieve. And if the person that you're with doesn't appreciate you and doesn't love you and is in love with someone else, then you can't move forward with that person.
No.
So it's time that you find that out and you move on, because there's a person out there that's going to love you for you and going to move forward with you, and they won't fool around on you. So, it's not the end of the world. It's the beginning. And that's the way you should. That's the way you should look at it. I have had some experiences in my life, and so I know what I'm talking about. And not to mention the fact that over 23 years, I've seen a lot of very sad stuff, very funny stuff. Guy putting the gas hose down the front of his pants after he did a chicken.
Wow,
that's funny to me.
That's
funny.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Put a little Ethel down there.
Oh wow!
We were hoping he didn't smoke on the way home and drop.
So he didn't stink when he got home?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine driving down the road on the way home and dropping your cigarette and going?
Oh.
Now that's a YouTube video.
Oh, more than a YouTube video. That should go on
viral YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's a viral one. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this because we'll end the show here shortly. It really is a pleasure to have Arlington on, and I really do like your show.
Thank you.
And you really are knowledgeable.
Thank you.
And when you tune into somebody, you keep listening to them when you know how knowledgeable they are, and you're very entertaining.
Thank you.
You get so spiced up, man. Sometimes
you have to bring that fire to the program.
You, I like that. And Patrick's got a real good show too.
Yes.
Patrick knows his stuff. And when you two guys are together,
you gotta watch out with us.
Yeah, it's always good.
It's like a pie throwing contest without the pie.
I wish I could bring him tonight.
Too. And he's one of them people that I particularly was talking about as far as. Oh, and by the way, he's the most interesting man in the world too. You got to check that video. And one more thing we got to say, because this video is getting a lot of hits on YouTube, and that's guy gets pushed into dumpster.
Oh yeah.
And AJ happened to be the star that day. I think the most interesting man in the world pushed you into that dumpster.
Yeah, he did.
And all the time filming it, I guess, or something. He's smiling like he might have been behind the camera.
No, I have an interesting video myself that nobody really knows about, especially in the I Watch family. But we'll show that one day. I'll tell AJ about it. You had to catch it Tuesday.
My mind is racing now because now Arlington is telling us about his home movies.
Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. We'll post it Tuesday.
All right, cool.
Tuesday you'll get a chance to see it.
Good deal. Anyway, we're gonna get going here in just a second. Want to thank my guests and thank Dennis for coming and doing the show. And I hope that everybody has a good Memorial weekend. And remember that the reason why we celebrate this weekend is because of the service that the men and women have given to our country over the course of many years, and a lot of them gave their lives so that we can have cold Miller High Life beer this weekend and barbecue and things of that nature. And I want to say thanks to all of them, and thanks to you guys, and thanks to iWatch Radio, and thanks to my kids who we're going to try to tune in today. And hi to my girlfriend. I hope you had a chance to watch. And I think that is about. Oh no! Can I have 30 seconds?
Sure.
I never gave the dumbest cheater of the week award away.
Ooh, we gotta do that.
Got to do that. And this week, the dumbest cheater of the week is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
I got a few things I got to say. I'm sorry, when Arnold was saying, "I'm going to pump you up," I don't think he was thinking that 9 months after he pumped her up that she would be pumped up. No. I'm sorry. I won't be back.
It's very good.
This guy had to be going through a nightmare for 10 years. I mean, and I heard the kid's first words were, like, duck. I don't know, but immediately they knew he was Arnold's kid, and Arnold kept it a big secret. And I'm going to tell you something. John Edwards did the same thing. It's not just Arnold, it's not John Edwards. These guys are very famous, very rich, and so they have more opportunity than the average guy. But even the average guy gets in situations like this. And although I make jokes about it, it's not funny. And every day that you're dishonest to that degree, knowing that you have an offspring running around, see, if it was me, I'd tell everybody because I would need to write the kid off. On my taxes because I would need the money.
You sound like what most black people do, man.
No, I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm telling the truth. So what I'm saying, Arnold, was really, really, really dumb. Really dumb. And I look, I know I'm not talking bad about your wife. I think she's a lovely, lovely woman. More home cooked meals. Put just a little more meat on the bones, because you just don't. Maybe part of that is the 10 years knowing. Maybe she'd known for a long time, and maybe that took an effect on her. But she's had enough tragedy in her life that she doesn't need to find out that her husband's got a child that's 10 years old now, apparently. And here's what happens because it's broken on the marriage up. Here's what happens when people cheat. It doesn't affect two people. It affects 200 or 300. Yeah. It affects everybody involved. It affects your relatives. It affects your friends. It affects your neighbors. It affects the people at your church. It affects people on your softball team. They used to have two friends, meaning husband and wife. Now they have to choose because if they are friends with this person might get pissed.
Yep.
Especially the one that got hurt is going to get pissed. I guarantee it. And people always want to know. That's why we used to do the talk shows like Maury and all them. They love other people's pain and suffering because it makes their own life look more bearable. My husband's a real ass, but
it makes them feel better about themselves,
right? So, Arnold, and I'm telling you now, at the end of the year, you're just about number one on our annual, and we're going to give an award for this, and I'm going to come up with some kind of a trophy, and it's going to be very embarrassing.
It's almost as bad as the Golden Raspberry Awards, aka the Razzies. So the dumbest cheater award. I can't wait to when you present.
Maybe it'll be like a guy running with an erection. Where do I leave my pants? I can't believe I lost my pants.
I can't wait to see the image of this award that you got. I can't wait. Wow.
Well, we'll have to we'll work on that. I have to consult my cohorts here on that. But again,
you don't want to know mine. Just I'm gonna tell you that flat out. You don't want to know.
Hey, he could be carrying a Miller High Life beer.
No, he could.
While running, it could.
Or the guy chasing him could have one.
Miller.
Miller,
if you're watching, you could have your logo up there every week. Sponsor the show.
And I'll have a Miller in my hand, even if I don't drink it. But
we'll put it right there in front.
Absolutely. Look, this is 1 hour of product placement. We're moving up. We're not going down. This is the wave of the future. You're either on the boat or you're not, and we want you on the boat.
iWatch Radio has a great opportunity for sponsors and companies that want to sponsor these shows.
So
great opportunities.
Got my number, my emails. I'm hoping to hear from you next week. I hope everyone has a very good holiday weekend, and I hope everyone's very safe. And AJ has to go because he's got to turn us off. But I'm glad you came out. And we should do this a little more often because you're great on the radio. And we couldn't do this without him. In Arlington, It's always a pleasure, sir. You know that. And now I know that we can almost get ourselves in trouble when we're together on the radio. I think between your mind racing and mine, I think we can put some things together. And also, we're going to do something in the evening in the next week or two. We're going to start doing a show in the evening. I believe Sam asked us if we would do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say yes if you can produce it.
You can do it.
Then I will say yes.
Awesome.
Because AJ's the man.
We're excited.
He's the man. So everybody have a great holiday. You guys have a great holiday. I'll see you next week, and I'll talk to you right after the show. Thanks again, AJ.
Hey guys. Good job.
And one more plug. If you love sports, I'm going to cut to the chase. In the zone, you'll be entertained. You'll come away knowing more than you knew when you tuned in. I guarantee it. I'm not kidding you. I think you're very knowledgeable and you do a great job, and that's the reason why I wanted to have you on my show.
Thank you.
And so it was
Definitely.
a real pleasure. And everybody, have a great holiday. This is I Watch Radio. You're watching the Catch 'em Cheatin' radio show. You can go to my Facebook page, Brian Randon, if you want to be friends, or you can go to the Catch 'em Cheatin' page if you want to be friends with the radio show. And buy the book, Catch 'em Cheatin', How to Catch Your Lover Cheating Without Hiring a Private Investigator. Look for our YouTube video, Real Cheaters Caught Naked in Backseat of Car. Next week we're going to run a new one. We can put a little Miller logo on the side if we need to. Miller High Life, I appreciate it if you take the time to watch us this week. Thank you very much. All seriousness, we want a good sponsor. We want Miller, and we won't do anything to disparage the Miller High Life emblem or anything of that nature. And I really do drink your beer, and I have for over 30 years. So anyway, hi and bye to everyone. Have a great holiday. And Sally, I will see you very soon. So, Catch 'em Cheatin' Radio Show. Take it easy. From me, Brian Randant, and my buddy Arlington. The A-Train Lane in the zone every Tuesday, 1 to 2. Thanks, AJ. And thank you.
You're welcome.